also learn. Thank you, Yahoo Baba. Yahoo Baba said decorator. Decorator. Does anybody have any contrary opinion? Decorator next, or what's next? It's not possible nowadays. I must be decoration. So get your decorators. And decorators are usually very busy. You know, they're usually very busy. You need to book them on time. And of course, thank you, Yahoo Baba. Yahoo Baba say MC or your alaga. You know, if it's a traditional wedding, book your alaga and your MC. I always say to people, it doesn't matter how much you spend. It doesn't matter how good your party looks. If you don't have a good MC, if you don't have a good alaga for your traditional wedding, oh madam, people can for worship for me. People will just be complaining, who are boring. I didn't really enjoy that event. The alaga was this, there was no coordination, everybody was just all over the place, everything was just scattered. There was no what's it called? There's no structure. So you need to have an MC or an alaga if it's a traditional marriage that will help you to coordinate the day and coordinate it well. Somebody believe that after the venue you should put the music, Sean. Thank you. That's coming from Joyful Noises Music. You know what? I have two things that I believe that could possible ayé kéèyàn ṣe kò sí bí èèyàn ṣe lè ṣe event kó dull tó. There are certain people that if they are there, even you know that to me, musician is one of the most important things. You know that if music is good, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. Somebody has sent us a voice and I'm going to play it in a minute. If music is good, me, I am a #1 fan of music. I love good music at my event. Good music is so important. You know, if the music is good, you understand? So I would also say music is one of those on the top of list of priority. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's coming from Joyful Noise. Sheyi Babi, thanks for joining us. Delectable People, she said, photography and video. Photos and videos are also so important. You know why? All those things that you do on the day, you know that's a lot of time. When we do events, like for instance, when I had my birthday, I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what was happening. Somebody said they're trying to leave a comment and they can't. Hey, Instagram, sure. So I didn't know what happened. I didn't know a lot of things. It was after the event when I was not watching the video. I'm like, oh my God. Photos are so important. Very, very important. In order of priority, we need to make sure that we have good record. There are people that will do events and after the event, they can't even find good photos of themselves. You know, they can't find good video. A lot of people will do aroro with photographer. I tell you what, people will eat, fine, it's good to have good food, but they will eat and leave. As a celebrant, your mind is all over the place. Your mind is not there, you're not seeing much. It's after the event that you now start seeing the pictures and the videos and be like, oh my gosh, this actually happened. So videos are so important. Let me listen to this message. Let me play the message. Somebody left a message for us.
Please, I'm trying to comment on your show, but so I'm just trying to comment on your show.
You might want to leave a voice note or a message on my phone. I don't know what's going on. You can leave us a voice note on +44 782 8500 938 if it's up to make your contribution. That is very why somebody wouldn't be able to leave a message. And I do apologize if you're experiencing that, you're trying to leave a comment and it's not allowing you to leave a comment. I genuinely do not know why that's like that. Okay, I think some of the major things that we have been mentioning all day, they are good. I'm still looking for one or two bottom of the list. Now we are at the top of the list. On the top of the list is for us when you're having an event and you're planning a date, and once you choose a date, please, that's not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. Choosing a date is not a license for you to send out your saved date. to send out your save the date. What's it called? You now start it because the venue that we wanted to use was planned. Be the duration of your planning. Be able to have everything, to have proper planning, and then getting the right date, getting the right month for joining us. So message me. You can message me on +44 7828 50093. Yawo Baba has pasted it on. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you. For those that just joined us, we're talking about important things and the not so important things that people focus on when they are having their traditional wedding that are not necessary. Talking about the necessary, the important, and the not so necessary things. How people need to set priorities right. How people misplaced priority can ruin your event, especially your wedding. Misplaced priority. Um 6 to 1 year, 6 months to 1 year planning. Okay, I'm say 6 months to 1 year planning. Well, that should be good enough to plan. But the rate at which things are going now, people are beginning to. In fact, people call from like 2 years in advance. You know yourself, especially if you know you are the type that you're not so good at certain things. Maybe you should leave like a year or a year and a half for planning. And then number one priority should be dates, venue, then you choose your vendors. And when we talk about vendors, there are also in the hierarchy of importance. We talked about choosing food vendors so that you don't go and end up with some messy vendors. We talk about the decoration, we talk about your alaga, your MC, we talk about music, we talk about the photographers and the videographers. Now, what about the couple's outfits? How soon should they start planning that? Is it on the top of our list of priority? Yes. Auntie Enola said between 1 year and 2 years. I agree with you, ma. Now, when I say on the top of your list of priority, I'm talking about that you cannot do a wedding without. If you want to categorize it, yeah, the things that should be on the top of your priority are the things that you cannot do a wedding without it. Number one, ṣó possible ká ṣe wedding without date? Kò possible. Ṣó possible ká ṣe wedding without venue? Kò possible. Where you will be. The venue could be your home, it could be your garden, it could be anywhere, but there has to be a venue. Then also, it is not possible to have a traditional marriage without food. It's not going to work. Well, somebody might say, yeah, without decoration, but nowadays you cannot do a traditional wedding without a decoration. You might want to have it minimized, but there has to be decoration. There has to be alaga and MC, and also there has to be photographers. There has to be photographers. Now, another thing that we cannot do a wedding without is that possible kọ́kọ́ àti ìyàwó máa wọṣọ. If you go back to tó ti nílé, no máa wọ̀, wọ́n ṣàn láti wọṣọ. So you can talk about the couple's outfit. Well, some people will say, what about the asoebi? You don't have to. The celebrants can have their own outfit for the day, but if you want to do asoebi, to God be the glory. So I will put that in the middle of our list of priority. The topmost, the middle, and the bottom of our list of priority. Nowadays, I would say couples outfits and then maybe the bridal makeup, depending on the kind of bride that you are, should also be in the one of the priorities. Once you know you are getting married, you are going to have outfits. Yes. So let's put that aside. I've seen where a couple, the bride, few days to her wedding, ó ṣì ń sá kákàkiri, kò tí ì raṣọ rán, tailor ṣe 6 months to 1 year to 2 years to plan a wedding, and you left your outfit till last. That is misplaced priority. And I've seen where couples will go and now just find any available makeup artist. Now, let me tell you one thing. Your video, your picture will be what you will put in your sitting room for the rest of your life. That is all you will show to your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and generations to come. This is my picture when I was getting married. You don't want your picture to look nyama. You don't want your picture to look yama. So make sure that you get your makeup artist right, your gele artist right. I have seen pictures of bride that I'm almost in tears because ìṣe ni makeup artist tó lọ gbà ṣe ló sọ wọ́n di egungun. Be careful. So it's, to me, makeup is on the list, or on the top of the list of priorities. So that is that. Now let's move on to the middle of the list of priority. What are those things that are middle of priority? I would say, I will open by saying maybe Asoebi. Asoebi is in the middle. Asoebi and Tenola. Tony, someone they Google, be careful. On the middle of the list is Asoebi. Asoebi, you can do a wedding without Asoebi. So anything that you can do without, that is not compulsory, but if you do it, fine. If you don't do it, to God be the glory, is Asoebi. If you cannot do Asoebi, you can do other things. Okay, let's talk about alternative available plans. Where is everybody? There are people on this show, only Antelola and Mommy Yao Baba, they are the ones talking. I know that everybody is busy one way or the other. So, if you cannot do Ashnia, souvenir is in the middle as far as I'm concerned. If you give people souvenir, to God be the glory. If you don't give them souvenir, to God be the glory. I have seen where people spend so much money on souvenir. Yes, call colors. Thank you, Yao Baba. If you cannot do Asoebi, you can call colors. You can tell people that for my wedding, I want you to dress in a certain way. I want everybody to wear all white, or green on white, or blue on white, or just like I'm saying, color block. Everybody wear orange from head to toe, or wear pink from head to toe. You'll be surprised that people will come out nice. So Asoebi is not compulsory. It's in the middle of the list of priorities. Let's pick this call that is coming in. Hello, good evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to contribute to.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Nǹkan tí a lè tún ṣe láì máa ṣe Asoebi ni you can just do gele and pele or gele.
Okay,
just
ma'am.
Ashoke or Tego.
Okay, ma'am.
Then for just the filler.
Okay,
Then
ma'am.
if not, you can do fascinator.
Okay, ma'am.
For some people, if they want, not everybody will want to do fascinator, but if you have a close friend or something like that, you can use fascinator. That's just it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I really appreciate it, ma'am. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. I really appreciate your effort. That's the auntie that was struggling to leave us a comment. She said she can't leave comments, so she decided to call, and I really do appreciate that. That's going the extra mile. This is the reason I come on this show every week. I want to see one jet, whatever they can do, anything just to make sure that they support us. She's trying to say that things that we can do rather than there should be maybe just gele and ikpele if you can, maybe just fascinator, or maybe just say call colors. A lot of times I've seen events where people just say from head látòrí délẹ̀, or kẹwọ pink látòkè délẹ̀, or kẹwọ white on blue, or kẹwọ blue on white, or kẹwọ all white. You'll be surprised that it will still be okay. So Asoebi is not a priority. It is not something that is by fire by force. I've seen where people will ignore the important things. They've not booked venue, they've not booked the food, they will not go and use money to pack plenty Asoebi. Now they can't sell it, and they are waiting for when they sell for them to now use the money to do other stuff. Things like that, it will flop. And I said that souvenir is also something that is not, you can do without it. With or without souvenir, a wedding will still take place. Mama Odele said souvenir should even be on the last on the last bottom. Bumi Farms, thank you for joining us. Is that Bumi? Lee updated. Yay! Thank you for joining us. To everybody. Thank you for joining us, ma. So, like Mama Odele said, souvenir, with or without it, wedding will take place in Yawa Loli Oko. But àwọn nǹkan kan àtẹ́pẹ́ kò gbọdọ̀ kò lè ṣe kó má lọlé kó má ṣẹlẹ̀ ní traditional marriage. On the middle on the top class as well, we forgot to mention the Eruyawo. Eruyawo is very important for traditional marriage. If it's a traditional wedding, Eruyawo is so important. It's part of our tradition. All those things needs to be done. Now, one thing again that I would say personally, that I'm not really too fussy about is the after party small chops. Some people will do abula after, some people will do if they have the money. To God be the glory. Please go ahead and do it. If you have the money, yes, do it. But if you don't have the money, it's not compulsory. Just make sure that at the beginning there is small chops and wasting it. Most of it might end up in no. It's not compulsory. So don't focus on that and say irọ́ o, tó bá ti jẹ small chops láàárọ̀, kó jẹ oúnjẹ gidi lọ́sàn-án, tó bá tún dalẹ́ kó tún mu ẹmu, kó tún. In the process of doing that, a lot of people will not be able to spend money on things that are important. Some people will be they will go and use money for that, and they can't pay good alaga, they can't pay good MC, they can't pay good makeup artists. When you spend money on unnecessary things, then I personally think, please, let's keep it coming. What other things do you think it's not really whether or not they are available, wedding will still take place, that are not really compulsory. Aboyo, yes, Aboyo, Mommy Susan Alaga, thank you for joining us, ma. God bless you. So let's talk about things that are other things that are not so important. Whether or not we like it, we have to do it for a wedding to hold. Without it, there cannot be wedding. And I hope I'm not leaving any one of them out. Please remind me if I'm leaving any out. We're talking about the date is important. Choose a good date. The venue, the vendors, the food and drink vendors, decorators, alaga or MC, the music, the photo, the video, the outfits for both the parents and the couple. Those are important things. Then we talk about things that are important but not so important. We talk about the Ashwebi is important, but it's not so important. That you get good music. I've said it even when I was talking about music, that ìgbà míì gan oúnjẹ lè máa dùn kí kinní kan máa ṣe tí music bá dùn àwọn èèyàn ní lọ. Music is very important. Let's pay attention to that. Those are the things that we need to make sure that we get done. Káfíwó say now did you know outrageous decoration point. You got to go within 24 hours, I'm gonna pull it down. Decoration is good, don't get me wrong, but don't put too much money on decoration. And some people go and get very big venue that they will be paying like 15,000-20,000. They will not be asking Alaga to take 150 pounds. Spend money on things, because no matter how big or beautiful your venue may be, if your Alaga and your MC is not good, it's just a waste of money, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. People just come and push any wedding or do. We call it jabba, organization. Then another thing that we need that I forgot to mention is wedding planner. Get a good wedding planner. It's very important, and coordinator for the day. Someone as a point of contact. If there's no wedding planner, má worry. You can't even pinpoint who is doing what for you. They will mess up your wedding or your child's wedding. And when you're getting wedding planner, don't get just anybody. Don't get just anybody. Yes. Then somebody said I should not forget to mention, don't give your event to just anybody. Don't give your event to anybody. Don't worry. They will mess you up. They will mess you up. Get yourself a good wedding planner, a good wedding coordinator. It's so important nowadays. One of the major things. Yes. One good one is fine DJ or live band. Yes, ma'am. Cake is optional. Yes. Cake is optional for traditional wedding. Yeah, that's in the middle. Cake is also in the middle. It's on the middle of I also mentioned the ETO IGBEYAWO. Some people will go and spend money on everything. With cake, you have to go with the glory. Without cake, the traditional wedding will still take place. Wrong. Make sure that your ETO IGBEYAWO is complete and it is well displayed. ETO IGBEYAWO is one of the major things that you should never ignore in traditional marriage. In fact, my I think I'm going to have to let the cat. My next book is talking about all these little things that we're talking about, and how it can even affect you when you have to face the law. Every way is so important. Make sure it's complete. It is an insult for you to spend money on so many other things, and now you're not bringing every year. What you pay and when you yama yama, one little rank pay, come around anyhow, okay, package anyhow. It's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, decoration is overrated. Yes, you are right, man. Cake is optional. International wedding, some people will tell you, I have cake for white wedding. Yes, you don't have to. If you have cake, fine. If you don't have cake, that's fine. Then mommy Adele says, I went for one traditional wedding a while ago, and they spent so much money on decoration because the bride and mom liked fresh flowers. Imagine. But alas, food was rubbish. Decoration is overrated. In as much as decoration is good, let's keep it simple. Decoration, apart from pé ó ti ṣe bí 24 hours la máa fi lò náà. Decoration is good, but keep it nice and simple. These days, people spend so much money on decoration that they forget to pay the main vendors, like the food vendor. Meanwhile, this somewhere after the wedding, you'll be calling them out. Meanwhile, you spend millions on decoration. How? Decoration tó kọjọ́ kejì ọjọ́, in fact, kò ní ọjọ́ kejì alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn náà máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ wálẹ̀. Thank you, Felicia Lee. Thank you so much. How we won't go about traditional wedding if the bride doesn't have the best. We did this topic some time ago. I'm gonna probably send you a link to that particular topic. We talked about this on one of these occasions when your parent does not accept you as their or accept your choice of life. It's not something we can quickly answer now. Felicia, I'm going to make sure that I inbox you. Yeah, we've talked about it on this show before. It can happen where you and your spouse are fine, but the parents didn't accept you. How do we go about it? Watch it from the beginning to the end, because it's wide. People said a lot of things on that day that will answer your question. Thank you for coming on the show. Yes, it is tough. Mama, I really said this is tough. MC Monat, my Williams Mama, thank you for joining us, ma'am. Okay, now let's talk about what should be on the bottom list that people spend money on nowadays. The unnecessary things that people spend money on. The things that are not really need to more. Where there's nothing wrong in it, but it's not really it doesn't have to. If it's there, let's talk about things like that. Can somebody please, let's start this conversation again. We've talked about the top of our list of priority things that is very dorime. People spend money on dorime nowadays, and that thing is a lot too. Or long. That thing is a lot. Dorime. If what you do as a living, but that's somebody's business. I'm not trying to bring your business down. If you can do dorime, you can afford it. A lot of people know what dorime is. That thing that they do after party, where some shine people will come and everything. Things that they do after parties, drink, get drunk, and do also some activities that are not so, So if you can afford dorime, to God be the glory. But if you cannot afford dorime, it shouldn't be a problem. And dorime should not be the reason. Having dorime should not be the reason why you can't. Don't let, because some people will, after party, be buying all these things. You're gonna be buying all these shine things that they, all these things that they. All this light top stuff. It's fine if you can afford it, but do not let that be the reason why your proper wedding is not properly done. Felicia Lee says that venue doesn't have to break. Yeah, venue doesn't have to break the bank. Yes. Also, what is doing? She also says, what is dorime? There's this. Pardon me. What is dorime? After party, they now have these people dressed in certain way, and the music they normally play when they are coming out is called dorime. put all these shine things, or the celebrant will not go and change to short outfit with trainers, and they will not be doing all the after parties, like after party setup sha. That's what it means. Then Yao Baba said 360 is fine, but please, it is not compulsory. Yes, 360 degree, the camera things, it's not compulsory. If you not, because of 360 degree, not be able to do the important one. Ẹlòmíì ò ní gbé ẹrù ìyàwó pé gbé 360 degree. No, it's not dandan. So we put 360 there. Dorime 360. They look scary. Mama Ayodele, is it because you are old school, ma? Sorry to say. Enemy ogba. Wọ́n ní pé they look scary like ojuju. Àwọn Gen Z ma gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ yẹn. Wọ́n ní what gangan is Dorime? Hey, oh guy, it is well. Yeah, some people like it, but personally, it's not me. I didn't do it at I did after party, but I didn't have Dorime, And there's something they now call what do they call them now? Hypers, hype men. People pay loads of money for hype men nowadays. They pay so much money for hype men. You know who hype men are? Those people that will be say, hey, they'll just be hyping you anyway. Just come to traditional marriage or any event at all. Make sure that you get your priority right. If you don't get your priority right, everything is going to be messy, And we've talked about this today, where we cannot exhaust everything. There are still a lot of things that we could have talked about. That 1 hour will not be enough for us to talk about it. But most importantly, let us bear in mind that when it comes to traditional marriage or any event at all, we need to set our priority right. It has come to my knowledge now that a lot of people don't receive my notifications whenever I send it. I'm going to look into that and I'm going to fix it. But however, this has been a very, very fantastic episode. Mommy, we don't know hype men, no. Old school appeal. Orishi hype men. Yeah, there's hype men. I had one on my birthday, but it was just one of my boys that I trained in the industry that just volunteered to do it for me. Yes, someone says sorry to go off topic. No, you didn't go off topic. I also have an episode where we talk about is it possible to do white wedding and traditional all in one? Yes, you can do 3 weddings in a day. You can do the church, the court, and the traditional wedding in a day. It's very possible. It's just that it takes a lot of planning and logistics. I'm also going to find that episode. We had an episode where we talked about that on this show. I will look for that episode and DM you so that you can watch it and pick up the information that you need from me. And thank you for asking those questions. This is the reason why we come here every week. Now, I want to quickly say the Abalaki Nipishe in the next 2-3 minutes. I saw a clip about a man that was insisting that the whole family gathered to tell the man that, please now, why do you want to leave your wife? I don't want to see her. She should go. Everybody was like, the woman said, I don't know what I did wrong. Everybody was like, this man said, no, let her go. Anyway, after much persuasion, this man was able to confess that the reason why I'm asking my wife to leave is because this woman caught me with another woman. And since that time till now, she has not fought. She didn't fight me. She didn't complain. She didn't shout. She didn't scream. And she's even serving me food and treating me normal. So I don't understand. So because of that, I don't want to be a husband anymore. I want that to leave. I was like, hey, this one is different. So, I'm not sure if we heard that. What would this woman do? What do you think this woman should do? Yes, they said it's possible, it's very stressful. Yes. Well, it's stressful, but if it's well planned, yeah, it will be okay. Ẹjọ́ abala kí ni kí n ṣe ẹni tó ní kíyàwó òun kúrò nílé by fire by force. Mommy Adele said Baba is afraid. I saw that, I was like, wọ́n ní pé kíyàwó ẹ̀ máa lọ sẹ́ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá òun sọ kò lè dúró sínú ilé òun. Everybody gbogbo ayé ṣàbẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀ ìgbà tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní pé the woman caught him red-handed cheating. with another woman, that the woman did not fight, she did not scream, she did not cry, she did not do anything. She just went and then went about her business, and she's still treating him properly. She's still treating him kind. She's still giving him food. So as a result of that, òun ò feel comfortable kóbìnrin náà máa lọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, kí ni kí obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣe? I don't know. Is it okay for a woman to actually see their spouse doing stuff and keep quiet, or should they fight? Which one is now right? If you fight, do. This woman is about to leave her marriage. She's about to lose her marriage because she caught her husband cheating, and she did not complain. Kò jà, kò sọ̀rọ̀, kò complain, kò ṣe. Ó tún treat ọkọ dáadáa. Ó ń kúnlẹ̀, daddy ẹ rọra sà, kí ni kí n bá yín ṣe? Ṣé kí n gbómi fún yín? Ṣé kí n gbé? The man said ó fẹ́ pa mí o. I don't want it. The whole family gathered. The whole family gathered. The man said, Aniko man lo say, I can't deal. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run, kí ni kí obìnrin yẹn ṣe? Ṣé kó máa lọ lóòótọ́ ni? Ṣé kó bẹ daddy ni? Àbí kó wá ní, okay daddy, come and cheat again so I can fight. Because I don't even know. Because when I saw that clip, I was like, oh my gosh, eléyìí too late. He's afraid the woman might kill her one day. Okay, what would this woman do? Kí lẹ fẹ́ kó obìnrin yẹn ṣe? Oh, he insists pé kó obìnrin yẹn máa lọ o. What do you advise that woman to do? Silence and guilty conscience is killing him. I know, but he's afraid not to be poisoned. Okay, he's afraid of his dear life. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, kí ni kó obìnrin yẹn ṣe? I'm still looking for what do you want that woman to do? What would that woman do? What do you advise that woman to do? Because we need to close. Our time is fast. She shouldn't go anywhere. She's the victim here. Okay, but this man, she's not talking to her. He's not talking to her. He's not, he's not eating her food. He's just saying, just leave because insecurity. The woman should explain the reason why she's not reacting. If I tell you what is in my mind, Baba, bring it, say it, because we need to close. I want to hear what is in your mind. Ashandi Diamond, thank you, Diamond Ashandi, thank you for joining us. Please bring it, man, bring it. And let the woman tell him why she's not complaining. She can assure him that she's not going to harm him. Hey, because I've seen where a woman fought for the same reason. Tó bìnrin yẹn jà tó bínú. Tí gbogbo yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí blame woman yẹn pé ara nǹkan tó kọ ṣe ló ń fẹ́ àlè náà nìyẹn. Is this how you're supposed to fight? Ìbí wà dẹ̀ ní sùúrù, ó ti jà jù, ó ti bínú jù. Now this woman is quiet, is leaving a point. Hi, there is God. Okay, she can assure him that she's not going to do, oh girl. So now she has to be begging and saying, daddy, even though I caught you, I will not do anything for you. And this thing called marriage is very unique and special. It's a lesson, it's a school that you never graduate. And it's unique, it's very peculiar. There is no perfect one anywhere. Everybody has a unique thing that they're dealing with. No matter how good your spouse is, there's something or one thing or the other that you're dealing with. And you need to look inward. Don't use other people's matter to judge yourself. This one tire me. Those that fought, they will blame them for fighting. This one is not fighting, is even facing trouble for not fighting. To be honest, it is not normal for her not to react. So she should voice out. It's not healthy for her not to talk. Ask daddy if he wants him to bring home someone to kneel down. I'm a man. How can you say that? Maybe the woman has even spoken in the past. I don't know. I don't even know their story. Maybe she has spoken in the past. Maybe she's fed up of complaining. Maybe she just, I don't know. I don't even know the details of their family, but I just don't understand. We women, may the Lord help us. So, there's a thing that is flying around now. They say, shine ladies, where they expect women often only gbà fún wa. Ó yà mí lẹ́nu pé láàrin ìsinsìnyí ọjọ́ tuntun sá wọ́n ní kì í dùn kó pọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kì í pọ̀ kó dùn. Wọ́n ní ṣókí báyìí òun ni ọbẹ̀ oge. Àmọ́ a dúpẹ́ because ètò tèmi yìí ó gbayì, ó gbà yìí. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́gbà àwọn tí wọ́n bá wa dá sétò, àwọn tí wọ́n bá wa tí wọ́n pè wọlé, àwọn tí wọ́n fi ohùn sílẹ̀. Thank you so much everybody for always. Wọ́n tún wá fẹ̀sọ̀ fún wa wípé lílọ ni Alicia's lílọ ni Olúwabùnmi aya Òṣìbẹ̀rù tuntun ti ń lọ yìí. Mo gbà ní àdúrà lẹ́ni wípé ogun ó lọ kò dé kò ní dé bá mi. Ogun ó dé kò bá wọn kò má ní jẹ́ tiyín. A ní ayọ̀, ìdùnnú, àlàáfíà àti ìfọkànbalẹ̀ tí mo fi yín sílẹ̀ ní. Òun náà ni màá tó padà wá bá yín lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Mo wá ń fi àsìkò yìí sọ fún wa wípé láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Mo ní láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé o. Ẹ̀yin ò ní forí gún, èmi ò ní fẹsẹ̀ kọ. Wọ́n tó yòówù ká lè wọ̀, kò ní forí sọ̀gì o. Láyọ̀ la ó máa. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé. Láyọ̀ la ó máa pàdé. Thank you so much everybody. See you next week by God's grace. Thank you. Hey.
Traditional wedding. Gbogbo olólùfẹ́ ń retí rẹ̀. Best of traditional wedding. Ẹkún lóríṣiríṣi many gives away. Best of traditional wedding.
Thank you everybody.
Kí lorúkọ ètò náà? Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n. Best of traditional wedding. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ètò Best of traditional wedding ló lọ lọ́wọ́.
Oya jíjẹ.
Kí lorúkọ ètò náà? Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n. Best of traditional wedding. Every Tuesday on Instagram. Every Tuesday on Facebook. 6 p.m. UK time. Every Tuesday on Facebook. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye. Best of traditional wedding. Ètò ìgbéyàwó tó fún mi lóye.
Best of traditional wedding. Thank you so much everybody. See you next week by the special grace of God. God bless you. Bye.